Well, this is my canned chicken video. I was cleaning out some stuff in the back shed and opened the back freezer because we don't go back there very much anymore because it's in another building, a little shed behind the house. And I realized I had 10 pounds of chicken quarters that had been in there for a while frozen. So I decided, what am I going to do with 10 pounds of chicken quarters? Well, I need to can them because I need to clean out that freezer so I can move it to the back porch. So all the extra weight I can get out of it, the better. So, canned chicken. First I had to defrost it. I didn't show you that part, but that took me forever in the microwave oven. And you can see on the chicken on the right, some of the ends look a little bit cooked. That's what happens when you try to defrost 10 pounds of frozen chicken in one big chicken ball. And this is what happens to the chicken when you cut it apart and take the skin off of it. And to can it, you have to take the skin off. So what I do is I just grab these big chunks of fat and skin, and I'll split the skin down through here just a little bit. If it doesn't want to split, I'll stick the knife underneath it. Okay. Grab the skin with the edge of the knife and pull, and it'll peel just right off most of the time. But you're going to get all that fat and skin off of there, or it won't can right. And any big clumps of fat, I'll go ahead and cut them off. There's a little flap of skin right here. I just go ahead and get rid of that just to make it more appealing. You see the fats in the joints? Just grab it with your knife blade and just pull it off. That's not going to go to waste. That's going to go out with the dogs and be partially their dog food. Now there's a little bit of skin right there. I cut it, and I'm just going to pull it off. Okay, got it. And what I do is I find the joint right between there. Keep your hands clear. Then cut right through there. Yep, that is one skin chicken. I'll do one more to show you. That skin got a little cooked so it tears easier. Just pulls right off. And that little flap of skin right there doesn't amount to much. Hides a little fat. We'll get all that out. Alright. One more fat right there. Then we'll find that joint. Go right between that joint. And it's split. So now I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to finish the rest of it up. And yes, I'm making a little bit of a mess, but I'll finish the rest of this up and show you the next step. Okay, I've finished all the chicken, and I washed 7 jars. That's all I can put in the pressure cooker. Okay, my mom came over, so I had to stop the video, but I washed the jars. I've got 7 mason jars in the oven. After I washed them and rinsed them real well, I put them in the oven to heat up. I've got the oven on 170, so just a further attempt to stabilize or sterilize the jars. Just wanted to show you it was at 170. Now I'm going to get everything moved over to another counter, and I'm just going to stuff the chicken in the jars, and we'll go from there. Well, now comes the canning part. Basically, you just shove the chicken down in there, try to keep the pieces even. We have the same amount in each jar. Fill it up to about 1.5 inches from the top, and that's about it. There's one. That jar's hot. There's two. There's three. There's four. There's five. And there is six. 6 is what we get for 10 pounds of chicken. Let me pause this. My wife and daughter are about to come in. The next step is to wipe the lid, the mouth of the jars off with vinegar. Okay, I put water in it. It's a little bit more full than I usually do with water, but it's okay. It's below the lids. Okay, put all the jars in the pressure cooker. Put it on the stove on high on a small burner. And now I just wait for it to get up around 11 psi, and then I try to modulate it around that temperature. Once steam comes out of this little port, I count 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'll put this weighted cap on there, and it'll just sit there. This one works off, this weighted cap's just a seal, works off the pressure. The other pressures you can use a different weight for the different weight systems, and they're called jigglers. Now, I don't know why you can't use one that's got a jiggler and a gauge, but they tell me you can't. Okay, this has been venting for about 10 minutes, so now put that on there and wait for the pressure to climb up. Should start seeing it go up pretty soon. It's taken 3 minutes to get to 5 psi. Okay, I cooked them at 11 to 12 psi for an hour and 15 minutes, and then let them sit in there for about 30 minutes to depressurize. And as you can tell, they're still boiling. And this is all the juice that they've given off, because if you remember, I didn't put any water in there with them. So that's how you can chicken. And it should be able to stay for about a year or two. You just heard the lid seal, and it went pop. Should be able to keep for a year or two. That's canned chicken.